Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 7th of January. Now, welcome, I've got a lot of new viewers out there, so thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you would like to subscribe, please make sure your bell notifications are on so you know when my videos pop up. And also, I just wanted to mention today, I've been asking you guys how often you would like a video, if a daily one is too much. I'm happy to do daily videos. It's good for me with all the information that comes through sometimes to just get it out. You know how I always talk to you guys about getting it out of your head. Spiritual decluttering, we call it here on this channel. Thank you everybody for your wonderful feedback. And I'm going to have to say majority rules, we're going to be doing daily videos. So cheers everyone, get your coffees ready. We're continuing on the daily videos. I know that's hard for some of you, but look, just watch what you can. I have got my UK and Canada predictions for this year out, so go check those out. In my playlist, it's under Individual Countries 2024. Before I get started, guys, I have got a little bit of admin. Like I said yesterday, look, we have got to thank YouTube, really. I have been thanking YouTube for allowing us to use this platform to communicate and keep our little community together. So thank you also to YouTube for that. Also, admin. Okay, let's get into it. I forgot to tell you guys, and this is what I meant to share with you the other day. When my hubby got back from I told you he'd been away up the Central Coast visiting his parents and family. He came back and we're at the dinner table and we're talking to my son about, I don't know how it came up, about AI robots. And he's going, oh, that's ridiculous. You know, yeah, that happens in China and Japan. And we're kind of talking about it in restaurants. And then Tim, my hubby, pulled out his phone and he showed him a photo and he said, oh, I forgot to show you this chick when we went to the club up the Central Coast here in Australia, near Sydney. He said they must have been trialling one of those food robots that you put the trays on and it takes the food around. And he said he felt sorry for it. The robot was getting like all muddled up. He said he came around the line and people were queued up to order their food. And then it got all muddled up. So the guy had to come and take him around and help him anyway. He said it was the biggest kerfuffle. And he had a photo of it on his phone. So the AI restaurant robots are in Oz. They've started. Tim said, my hubby said he couldn't believe his eyes. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? It's all happening, guys. All the conspiracies, the old flat earth tin hatters, seem to be coming to fruition, don't they, guys? Globally. Okay, the other thing too is they had a guy on talking about all the advancements in tech this year and what's going to be coming out, you know, all the, well, apart from AI, they were talking about AI on a very large scale, of course, but they had these goggles, you know how the metaverse here, sadly, the metaverse by Zuckerberg has been an epic fail and we're all very happy about that here because who wants to live in a fake universe? Like really, when there's a wonderful world out there? I don't get it. But they had these like Apple goggles. Apple must be, I don't know what the go is, but anyway, they were these like Apple goggles. It was like your whole screen on your phone. Like it was like your whole iPad apps all on your phone, all the apps. They were showing all the apps, of course they were. So, you know, it's going to be a choice. Do people want to live in the fake world and shut? It's like, it's exactly what Chris, you said the other day. They want to keep us stuck in our homes and not out in the real world. They want us living in our shoeboxes, on our devices, and not connecting with the real world, with nature and with other people. And that's getting more obvious. So there was these Apple goggles things. I don't even know what they were, but I'm not real savvy on all that because, like I said, I haven't even been doing Facebook, fake book, we call it here now, to be quite honest. Actually, I had an interesting experience too, guys, last night. You know, my girlfriend that stood me up the other day, I was telling you that she's still friends with all my other friends. A lot of us here, if you're new here, guys, a lot of us lost a lot of friends during the picky wheel. We don't judge anyone about the picky wheel either. If you're new here and you're mandated or you've been jab injured or anything like that, we're non-judging of those sort of things. We didn't even care if people got the jab. But it was about the vilification, the way we were treated that sometimes has, or over this journey, been very upsetting. And I lost a lot of friends. And I decided, oh, I'll go on Facebook and just see what people are doing. I knew I shouldn't have. And there was all the pictures of all of them on New Year's together, all my friends with this other friend that stood me up. And it was just, it just really affects you, doesn't it? I just wanted to share that because I'm sure you guys are getting triggered as well. I had to really, and I'm still working through the emotions of seeing that photo of them all having a wonderful, good time and laughing and having fun. And they were dressed up, obviously, for New Year's or something. And it was just like, where did my old life go? That's how I felt. It was just the strangest thing. So now I think, you know what it did to me? It confirmed that I'm not a person who should be on Facebook because there's just too many triggers, isn't there? Share your experiences if you guys are experiencing these things. But yes, it really did affect me. So I'm doing a bit of spiritual decluttering with that now. Anyway. And also, guys, did you see Clown Planet? We talk about Clown Planet all the time here, guys. If you haven't checked out Carl Vernon and Clown Planet, please go check it out. It's funny as his videos are hilarious. And they had the big bug bake-off. You seen the bug bake-off where they made all these breads and cookies and cakes? And please go check it out. You wait till you see the looks on the people's faces who are taste testing. One guy, they all got their faces screwed up. And one guy said, oh, they don't taste too bad. And then after, at the end of it, he goes, oh, it's a very bitter aftertaste. No, thanks. We're going to say no to the great bug bake-off. I'm not seeing it taking off, to be quite honest. Eating the bugs. And also, actually getting back to that article this morning on TV where they were talking about the gadgets, all the AI gadgets and things and where it's all headed. He had to admit, the guy, that the smart gadgets, they've been on the decline. The uptake's really decreased on the smart gadgets. I wonder why that is. Because they're listening to your every word and tracking and tracing you and hearing all. People are waking up, guys. They are. Because why would that be on the decline? We know why. Because no one wants their BS and their control, do they? Oh, it's just mad. It's mad. Hey, guys, I just bought my Thick Face Black Heart because it reminded me when I saw that picture yesterday that we still have these sort of dark experiences. And really, life is going to be like that. Like I said, even the awakening, and if you are new on my channel here, you're already awakened, so you've gone through your awakening process. It's not all going to be, you know, just smelling roses and wandering around in nature. Life's still going to have its ups and downs, but it's how you're going to navigate them. See, if you look back over your life, guys, I'd say most of us here have got a lot better at navigating negative situations. We almost kind of remove ourselves from it, or we move away from it, or even better, we stay right out of it and avoid them. So I'm just going to read you this little quote, which I thought was really good from this book. I always talk about this book if anyone's interested in it. I don't know if you can still get it, but it's been one of the best books I've ever owned. Look how old it is. It's all got yellow pages and everything. Because it's about balance in life. You don't have to stay stuck in that darkness. It's like that quote you sent me, Jen, the other week, where it's saying things that happen to you aren't a life sentence. They're a learning experience. And that's exactly what you've got to take any sort of, well, not necessarily negative, but any situation at all. I'm just going to read this. Well, this is about negative. Our negative life situations are essential elements for us to fulfill our intended destiny. However, unless we possess the power of endurance to live through the dark of the night, we will not see the glory of daybreak. And see, we're coming into the new earth now. And that's what we keep talking about. This year's the big shift, the big new earth. The awakening has been happening and we're shifting into the new earth frequency vibration. So I really love that bit because remember yesterday I got that song and that's what reminded me of it. Morning has broken. The light's coming out, guys. See? However, unless we possess the power of endurance to live through the dark of the night, we will not see the glory of daybreak. And it's glorious. And that's why I got that Morning Has Broken song yesterday, because the light is coming out. But also, it's about endurance. See, all this week, we've been getting that image of the Rocky on the top of the stairs, punching through, spiritual endurance, spiritual strength. We've done this for like 4 years, guys, or more. And we're really finding the magic of life now, because we've endured the hard yards. That's really what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, enough of me prattling on. Let's get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. Oh, I'm getting that Beatles song. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. And she don't care. And it's showing, this is all you guys on my channel here. We've all got our tickets to ride. And it's showing us giving the guy at the ticket thing our little tickets, the ticket booth guy. And we're all in this roller coaster and our hands are up and we're like, woo! And we're going up and down. But it's joyous. This year is going to be the roller coaster of joy. I keep getting that. Yesterday we got that song, Bust a Move. We're going to be dancing in the background, busting a move, because we're going to be that elated that people are waking up. There are going to be crap loads of people waking up this year, guys. And we're like on a roller coaster with our hands up. And if you think about someone on a roller coaster, you know, if you're hanging like this, you're not going to enjoy the ride very much, being all tense and contracted. But if, you know how people let themselves go and they put their arms up and go, whoa! And they scream and it's a big release. You think about it, your arms are flowing in the wind and you're, people are screaming. It's a big release. So this is why I'm getting this. This is going to be a big release year for us, as in happiness, joy, and just knowing that people are seeing the truth. So that's why I'm getting, we've got a ticket to ride. We've got a ticket to ride. And if you think of a roller coaster, they're always up really high too. We've got a good vantage point. It's like if you go to a theme park, what's the highest ride? Usually the roller coaster, and it's got a pretty good view of the whole park. So that's where we are. We're going to be getting on that roller coaster this year. Not that I go on rides. I actually don't go on rides, guys. I get really sick. I get like really, really sick. So is my hubby. We haven't got the stomach for rides. I reckon my mum would still go on rides. She absolutely loves rides. Even at 87, I reckon she'd still go on a roller coaster. My sister and her go on all the rides. I can't handle it. I call myself the bag holder. I hold everybody's bags. Because if I go on a ride, I feel like I'm car sick for like 2 days. I just can't. I guess we're all wired differently, aren't we, guys? But anyway, we'll go on this roller coaster because it's the spiritual roller coaster. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting these global elites. Oh, they're treating their countries like they're a bottomless pit of money. Like, it's like they've just got this bottomless bucket of money that they can just keep spending. I'm getting that for these global elites. And like I said the other day, that the sad thing is, whatever these global, well, it's the presidents, prime ministers, all the above, what they're taking out of the economy bucket, we'll call it the economy bucket, the poor peasants, people and Lego people, peasants and Lego people have to pay that later to fill the bucket back up. We're always going to be the ones, the little citizens, that have to fill the bucket back up. So I feel like these leaders we've got at the moment, who we know are the puppets in the big game of the puppet masters, are going to have to, well, they just are endlessly spending. They're endlessly spending. These leaders aren't getting the balance right. So you've got to remember, guys, they're on their agenda. They're on the Great Reset agenda. So they're just rolling out all this stuff that they're being told to roll out, because we know it's a great big plan. It's a blueprint plan. But they're not looking at the big picture. See, they're not looking at, oh, I'm going to be prime minister or president for the next 10 years. They know they're not going to be. So they don't really care. They don't care if they put the little people into debt. We know that here. So they're just spending me. It's showing like Turdo just ripping notes, all this money out of a bucket. It's showing me Sushi, Elbow, Luxon. Luxon isn't as bad, but he has started. Macron would be a definite. They're just emptying the bucket. The pool of money is being emptied. And the sad part is they don't care. See, as long as they get their payouts and they know they're getting, well, you think if any of them resign, if any premiers or whatever resign, they get a pension, don't they? They get looked after for the rest of their life. Not the little people. We're the ones that have to always have the taxes and everything put up to refill the government's bucket. So that's what I'm getting. At the moment, they're all just spending. That's what I'm getting. They just don't care, do they? They just don't care. Oh my God, I was just thinking then about Prince Andrew and this whole Epstein thing. You guys have got to be absolutely sick of that over in UK. I can't even imagine. It's just a circus show. What an absolute circus show. And all I can think of is, well, what are they distracting us from? Be very aware. We know the Royal Kardashians try to keep himself on the stage. But meanwhile, what's going on? What's really going on? If everyone's looking over here at the Epstein files, what's happening over here? That's what we have to really start to look at, guys. Keep your eyes wide open. Get your crystal glasses on, guys, so you can see with clarity, because we know this is the trickery circus show going on over here. More of the clown show 2.0, like I call it. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, guys, I just got distracted, but I know it's big in everybody's faces at the moment, isn't it? All right. Yeah, but nothing will ever come of it as usual. I'm getting China. China is Canada if you're new here, because it's been morphing into China for a while. We know Trudeau really loves the way Xi Jinping runs his lovely communist country. I'm still getting stand-ups, protests, fight-backs. People are going to be mortified by what Trudeau is bringing out. None of it's going to make any sense. You reckon last year was bad with the transgender and all the renewable crap and everything that we could even think of that was that ridiculous in our minds anyway as BS detectors. We call ourselves the BS detectors here, guys, because we see through all the bullshit that they're feeding everyone on mainstream media and all our government leaders. So I'm getting that. I'm just seeing people standing up. I think what's happening, guys, in China, it's all going to hit rock bottom. People are going to hit rock bottom. So what are they going to do but try and crawl their way out now? They've got to get out of this mess. This is a little people, peasants and Lego people. They've got to find a way out. No, they didn't stand up at the beginning with the whole Ottawa thing. We know that. And now I'm feeling like as time's gone by and he's chipped away, Turdo's chipped away at people, we know he has, and he's scared people half to death with the bank account closures and all this kind of stuff. Well, I think people are finally realising that, hang on, this is going down a very negative path if we don't do something. So I'm still seeing that for you guys. I'm seeing, God, I'm getting Ontario. See, I don't think it can happen again in Ottawa. I don't think it can happen there again. It's got to be a fresh event. It's got to be a fresh event. Could be farmers, like we've been saying. Farmers are really standing up around the world. We had Netherlands. Oh, and the German farmers had a win. They had a win, guys. Let's take this as a victory. The German farmers, did you see how many of them? It's on my Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach. If you want to go check out the visual of that, it's on Clown Planet. Scabillions of them. They poured poop and everything. Let's hope this happens in China. Could be farmers. It has to happen everywhere, doesn't it? Because they're going to push. I can't believe the German farmers had a win. See? Power to the people. People power. Oh, it's just so good. I had Germany for 6 months, didn't I, guys? So let's take this China thing as positive that something might be brewing under the surface as well, guys. Oh, it's just what I'm getting. See, people, this is how people are seeing Turdo. I'm just getting this visual of how people see Turdo in Canada. They see him as this, like, heartless, non-emotional. Or he almost looks like an AI-generated robot. But we know that he isn't. I mean, some of us think Zuckerberg is too, don't we? He just doesn't. It's just, you know, a lot of us here talk about maybe is he on the spectrum with Asperger's or autism. And not saying they're all emotionless, but they're very, he stays on his path, doesn't he? I always say that. When he's being interviewed, he just pulls it all back to his narrative. He's just on a mission. So a lot of people don't see him as a great leader. That's what I'm getting. A lot of people do not see him as a great leader. So that's why I think you're going to find there's a little bit of this coming together of the people to fight back. Oh, fight back for their human rights and their beautiful country. Like I said in your country read, guys, don't get too disheartened because dictators always go down. They only do a certain stint, and then things can really turn and you can end up with a much better country. Like, you know, sometimes you've got to break things down in order to rebuild them back up. And I don't mean build them back better. I just mean rebuild them in a better way that suits the little people, peasants and Lego people, that is. Not the global elites, of course. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting Australia, and they're showing me tunnels, but it's like they're showing me like mining tunnels. Like, sorry, my crows are loud again today. I've got this family of crows that lives outside, if you can hear them. We got that song, Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear, didn't we, yesterday with the Carpenters? Well, they suddenly appear every time I make a video, don't they? Oh, where am I? Yeah, the tunnels. And I'm getting like gold mines. I'm getting mining tunnels. I'm seeing tunnels in Australia. There's a lot of activity going on around, I would say, resources. Elbows trying to feed the pockets of Australia by trading, wheeling and dealing. We know there's a lot going on with Xi. I am seeing these like tunnels. But they're specifically for some reason showing me gold mining. I don't know. We might hear something down the track. Gold mining. And it's in the outback places. It's in the outback remote places. Australians might not even hear about or know about a lot of this. I always say to you that Papua New Guinea up the top, maybe is there diamond mines and things like this. So there's a lot of mining in these areas is what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting for Australia, the tunneling, tunnels. But they're showing me wooden, old-fashioned wooden tunnels, like for gold, like, I don't know. I'm just getting gold. And we know, I think most of us here know the value of gold, and purchasing and owning some gold bullion, something that holds its value. Sorry guys, I am feeling that elbows at the moment, focusing on gold mines. It's just what I'm getting. I might have to research that. I don't know where the real gold mines are. All right, hang on. And see, gold's a very precious commodity, isn't it? It's very, very valuable, just like the diamonds. I mean, even the resources and the sand, the black sand we've been talking about for a long time here is so valuable, isn't it? Because it's needed for, well, the Lecky cars, batteries, all sorts of things. All right, technology, I suppose. Hang on a minute. Oh, and how's the weather manipulation globally, guys, still going on? We've got sunshine this morning, but it's going to storm. We're getting a storm again this afternoon. I know you guys in the UK and that are getting grey skies. This is relentless. There is less and less vitamin D, isn't there, guys? We know there's weather manipulation going on. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Too many people are flooding. Oh, it's crazy, crazy. And you guys are great. You always let me know what's happening where you guys are. But yeah, a little bit of sunshine would be nice over summer. We're in summer here. I mean, the temperatures are okay, but grey skies all the time. Okay, let's keep going. I'm getting Chris Luxon, and I'm getting he's in New Zealand, if you're new here. He's the Prime Minister. I am getting something about the wineries and the vineyards. Have you got big wineries and vineyards in New Zealand? I'm getting something about he was a founder, or he's a founder in the wine. I feel like wine is a very, very big resource. It's a big resource. I suppose more people will be drinking it, going through all this garbage, won't they? We know alcohol will be on the rise, don't even doubt it, in order for people to cope with all this stress. But I am getting something about him with wineries and vineyards. He might be really establishing a lot of New Zealand's wine on the big market stage. That could be one of your very powerful resources over there, is wine. And like alcohol, it's saying. Things around those industries are really going to improve, which is good, you know, they might not come after that industry with their agenda, which is a good thing. But I do feel like he's trying to really push the Kiwi wines. That's something that I am getting. Whether he knows the industry or he's been in the industry or there's something about him founding something. I'm just getting wine. See, all countries want to be recognised for something, don't they? And I think that's where Chris Luxon's thinking of the little people. You know, he wants to make sure that New Zealand stays, not importance, not really the word that I'm looking for. Oh, where's the word I'm looking for? That New Zealand stays, it's saying in fair trade. So there's fair exchanges of trade with the rest of the world that's on an equivalent level. He doesn't want New Zealand to disappear off the map. And see, this could be a lot to do with why him and Elbow are coming together a lot and keeping themselves stronger, Australia and New Zealand. I am getting that. All right, let's see if there's one more thing, guys, and then we'll pull some cards. I'm getting Denmark and Sweden. I'm getting changes are coming there. I feel like there's going to be quite a lot of changes coming actually there. Hang on. And I'm getting that your leaders are putting their toe in the water. They're dipping their toe in the water and putting the feelers out with the people now in Sweden and Denmark. I'm just getting Sweden and Denmark. You might get a few trials. You might start to get a little bit of trials going on. Let us know, Martin, if anything's happening or anyone in Denmark. I feel like things are being tried and tested, trialing and testing. And I would say it's about reset. Little bits of reset. Might not be all, but they'll be putting the feelers out is what I'm getting. And I am getting the word financial. Financial collapses, financial in these areas, financial. Like they're showing me petrol prices, like right up through the roof, petrol going up. Everything, I feel like things in these countries too are going to start to get a little out of balance as well. It's like this seesaw. Everything's going to start to go in the government's favour a little bit more than the people's, which is pretty normal, like the seesaw scales where things aren't quite in balance, which seems to be a global issue, doesn't it? Hang on a sec, guys. God, they keep showing me Chucky. They keep showing me how Chucky is just over all this stuff. Oh, I wonder why. Keep yourself on the world stage, but then you're stressed out by it. Chucky is Charles, King Charles, if you're new here. I feel like Chucky's just, he's overwhelmed. He could throw the towel in. He's just sick of this. He's sick of dealing with Andrew's shit. He's sick of the Harry and Meghan dramas up and down like a yo-yo. Like, he wants to be on the world stage. He wants to keep the Royal Kardashians alive. But he just doesn't like all this. He feels like, see, Chucky feels like he's in a big giant soap opera like Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives. He feels like it's embarrassing. He would rather be in some really great grand movie, you know, like... well, like Braveheart, but he's not taking out Braveheart, is he? Braveheart. He's embarrassed. I feel like Chucky's embarrassed, as you should be. I feel like he's embarrassed now. He's just sick of it. I feel like Chucky's just... It's showing me Chucky behind closed doors, just in his library reading a book. Like, just, he's sitting there like, just trying to switch off from the rest of the world. He's like doing this. Because he just doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't buy papers. He doesn't put TV on. I feel like he doesn't engage in all of this. Because, as we know, he is on his own agenda. He's the WEF bloody puppet. But I feel like he's embarrassed. It's showing me him red-faced. Like he's... But it's not red. Well, he is embarrassed. But he's also angry. He's angry about it all. Because he feels like now he's... Andy's created all this mess and everything, and now he's got to clean it up and deal with it, and he doesn't want to have to. It's a too hard basket. He was hoping when they paid out the, was it 12 million to Dufresne or whatever it was, that it'd all be gone and be, I think the Queen did that, didn't she? And it'd all be behind them. But now it's like right in the forefront again, and he's just sick of it. And they're showing me the sausage fingers, the sausage fingers. And he's just sick of it. He just wants it all to go away. It's like having poo on your shoe to Chucky. He just can't get rid of it. He just, you know, all he wants pretty much is to just live out the rest of his older age now in just peace and tranquility and going to a few royal engagements and all this kind of crap. And of course, you know, implementing the things he wants to in connection with sushi and the government and all that, because he still likes to have that power above the people. But he's just sick of the garbage. It's showing me he could just screw it all up, the Andrew thing and all this Meghan Harry, and just throw it into the waste paper bin. That's what I'm getting. He's just sick of it. He's sick and tired of everything. He just wants some normality. Like it's showing me he just wants to be like the Queen. You know how she ate, was it cucumber sandwiches and cups of tea? That's how Chucky would like his image to be, like the Queen's was, and it isn't. It's far from that, isn't it? Oh, God, I just keep seeing visions of the Queen with Paddington Bear, and I'm putting Chucky in that situation with Paddington Bear, and it just doesn't have the same kind of feel to it, doesn't it? Oh, my God. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? I think we've had enough of the Raw Kardashians for one day. Let's pull, I'm going to pull actually, guys, an affirmation card. One affirmation card. Let's see what we get. Plant your seeds wisely. You cannot plant seeds of anger and expect happiness to grow. Plant intentions instead. Oh, I can't focus it. There you go. Actually, that's very true, because we know on this channel, like anything, energy comes behind things. So if you plant seeds with anger, you're going to get like angry plants. If you plant seeds with peace and happiness and harmony, it's going to flourish and you're going to have happy plants. But basically, that's like, put your intentions out there. Like we only ever want for good things, don't we, for people? We just want people to wake up. You know, it was like when I saw that photo of my girlfriends, like I don't even wish them bad, and I don't think I'm even angry at them. I'm just angry at the situation. Like, so I've got to work on that today, and I know you guys would have these situations arise in your life too. I can't walk around, you know, thinking about this. I have to find a way to shed it. You cannot plant seeds of anger and expect happiness to grow. That's exactly right. So I've got to work on that today myself, guys. But I think that's good. Well, see, we've probably never really planted seeds of it. Well, we've always wanted the truth to come out, and that's our real intention. But make sure we keep intending that. Hey, did anyone find the Greek Colosseums? We do a bit of manifesting here, and we're looking for the Greek columns. I haven't. Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Let's pull one of these. Yeah, I haven't found that yet. Sometimes they take a bit longer than other days, but manifesting is a good way to keep us on our path. So like the card said, plant your seeds, and I'm getting that song. Sowing the seeds of love, the seeds of love, sowing the seeds. And that's by, isn't that by Tears for Fears? We're getting that song today. Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. Oh, hello. There's our columns. There's our columns. And the garden, I guess that's the seed planting. Look at all the little orbs of light. They're starting to grow, guys. And we've got the columns, the Greek columns. So we've all manifested the Greek columns. And what's that? Look at that beautiful statue. There's music in that garden as well. Beginning, initiate, and origin. Aurora Garden. Yeah, life force. Look at all the light in the Colosseum thing, in that building. We're like little orbs sprinkled around the earth, guys. We're like, we've lit up, and we're continuing. That's our job. You know, we talk here a lot about I did an automatic write a long time ago, guys, about why we're here and why this is happening and everything. And it was like we're starseeds is what they kind of put us under that umbrella of people who have come to this earth to help to waken up the rest of the people and help lift that vibration. I'm also going to pull, guys, an awaken card. These are made locally here by somebody, well, not here, but in this area, by Jenny Eagle. We'll just see if we get any message. Whoa! Oh, I'm going to get this one, guys, because it fell to the ground. Oh, we get this all the time. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. We get the TP energy with the eagle all the time. Pointing to the skies. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, pointing up. Going up, 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 up. Gosh, how many times do we get that TP pyramid energy? Pointing to the higher realms, guys. Oh, I'll put one soul expression card as well for an outcome today, guys. I've still got to do my countries too, guys. I haven't forgotten. It's just time is a bit of an issue at the moment. I've got to mow again today. The mowing's crazy because of all the rain. Oh, you can't get on top of it, can you, guys? Let's just see what we get. They're not very jumpy, these ones today. Whoa, got one. Speak your truth. I lovingly speak my truth. I'm worthy of being heard and having my needs met. And I think by now most of us have really learnt to speak our truth. I don't think we really hide away anymore. Like I said to you guys, I've been just telling my mother like it is now. I'm just sick of it all. I mean, you can't tell me people can't look back over the last 4 years and go, oh, no, this adds up and makes sense. Like they're in their logical minds now, guys. They're not in the mass psychosis for everything else. Let me see if there's something else to close with today. So keep speaking in your truth and staying in your truth. Speaking your truth. Oh, I'm getting that Angry Anderson Rose tattoo song again. We won't be beaten. We won't be beaten. I think that's an Aussie band. But look it up, guys, because it's a really good song. It's about strength and that we're not going to be beaten, which is suitable for all of us. And I'm getting that song by Fleetwood Mac, Never Break the Chains. We've had that a couple of times too. And it's showing all of us awake people linking arms again. And they're never going to break our chains. They're never going to take us down because we're too strong en masse now. There's too many people waking up that are seeing through all this garbage. So I'm getting that Never Break the Chains. It's a great song. I love that song. They had such great guitar work in that in Fleetwood Mac, didn't they? Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm getting a Doobie Brothers song. I never know the name of this song. I know you're leaving me behind. Please let me go. I've been placed once more. Take me in your arms. Rock me a little while. Come on, baby. Rock me a little while. Ooh. Oh, why are you going to play that song? Is it called Rock Me a Little While? Take me in your arms. Rock me, leaving me behind. Look, I don't know why we're getting that song. It's a great song. It's by the Doobie Brothers. I know I've got a lot of Doobie Brothers fans out there. You're in place once more. I think we need to go and listen to the words of that song today. I know you're leaving me behind. And look, to be honest, I think as people who are awake on this channel, we've already left a lot of people behind, to be quite honest. look, they are catching up, and it's slow as a snail, or has been slow as a snail, but it is getting faster. And, you know, I think we've just got to stay in that real, actually, I'm going to pull one more card for us, guys, around this, an affirmation, because the guides are saying we just need some affirmation around us, and where we're, I know you're leaving, leave me behind. Oh, there you go. This is the message. That's the picture. Destroy. Blow your deadly winds, light some fires, release some waves, shake things up and break things down. Oh, wow. That's a lot to take in, guys. So that's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do. All of that. Blow your deadly winds, light some fires, release some waves, shake things up and break things down. Everything's being destroyed and broken down this year because we're shifting to the new earth. And that makes sense, guys, doesn't it? Everything has to change. You know, it's like I said in Canada in your reading the other day about, you know, it's like having Trudeau's like having a bushfire go through your country. But then eventually your country's going to become stronger and better and greener. Like after a bushfire, everything comes back with new life. So I want you to hold that thought, guys. And this is globally for everybody. We're going through the great shift, awakening, and now we're heading to the new earth. So go and play that Doobie Brothers song. I think it's called Rock Me in Your Arms. Please go play it. I'm going to go and play it now. I haven't heard that song for years. My sister and I went to a Doobie Brothers concert years ago in Brisbane at Festival Hall. Oh, it was the best. And it's old wooden hall, like, you know, really old as that anything. We're up the back and I remember dancing to that song. Oh, it was so good. See, that's such a happy memory for me. I'm sure Doobie Brothers probably has memory for a lot of you guys out there. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. I'm going to go and do some more mowing again. Oh, there's so much mowing to do. Take care. Charlie's been quiet today. We haven't heard much echolocation, have we? Which is good. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Hit those like buttons, guys. Please subscribe. I'd really love you to. That'd be great to have you here on my channel. And please comment down below. It takes me a day or two to get back to you, but I do get there in the end. So thanks again, everybody. And thanks. We're back to the daily vids. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye.